Friday is the winter solstice over the southern hemisphere, which officially makes it the shortest day of the year. But before we take a look at the forecast, looking back at our satellite loop, we see that it was a sunny day for much of the country, except in the far southwestern corner where it remained cloudy for much of the day. On Friday, the sunshine persists for most of the country. Over the southern interior, it's going to become a warm and windy afternoon, and the combination of these two results in a high fire danger. The cold front makes landfall later on in the day, bringing afternoon and evening rainfall around the Cape Peninsula and the surrounding areas. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for gale force northwesterly winds between Cape Point and Cape Agulhas, most likely in the afternoon hours. And a special weather advisory has been issued for strong winds, also expected across the southern interior. The second advisory is for a high fire danger developing across that same area, as well as along the south coast due to those berg winds. It's going to be a warm and sunny day over KwaZulu-Natal. 28 degrees is a high for both Durban and Richards Bay. Cold over the western interior at first. And over the Eastern Cape, it's going to be a pleasant day. Some high-level cloud will be moving across the region. Otherwise, it's going to be warm across the coastline, but another cold morning expected up north, Aliwal North, down to -2. We're expecting a warm and windy day for much of the Western Cape as well, particularly warm along the Garden Route coastline. Very windy conditions for Beaufort West as well as for Sutherland. Further westwards, where evening and late afternoon rain starts to develop along the Cape Peninsula as well as for Langebaan and Hermanus. Northwards now, partly cloudy skies for Vredendal as well as Alexander Bay, but further inland the sunshine continues. It's going to be a mild day across the northern Cape interior, and not forgetting about the very windy weather expected in the south later on. It's going to be a mild day as well for the Free State. Frosty at first for Bloemfontein at -1, -2 for Bethlehem, and a 0-degree start is expected for Vryburg and Klerksdorp in the northwest province, while Zeerust warms to 23. Sunny skies dominate over Limpopo province, mild across the central parts, but a warm day forecast for Messina at 26. And over the Mpumalanga Highveld, it's going to remain quite cool for Ermelo and eMakhazeni, both reaching a high of 19 degrees. And into Gauteng, where temperatures hover around the 20-degree mark, somewhat warmer for Pretoria, but starting off at only 5. Light winds are expected over the eastern interior of South Africa on Friday afternoon, while in the west, very windy conditions are forecast, Sutherland at 55 kilometers per hour. On Saturday, it remains mainly dry across the country, a bit of morning rain for Cape Town at 17 degrees. And on Sunday, dry weather conditions are expected for the whole of the country, partly cloudy in the southwest. Otherwise, the sunshine continues across the Highveld.
News that moves. eNCA.com.